Hello everyone, welcome to Vivek IAS Career Academy YouTube channel. We will be covering science and tech topic in today's lecture, which is in news because after a prolonged estimation you could say ISRO is going to be back in action in month of August. Top diplomats have confirmed that ISRO is going ahead with the launch of Amazonia 1 satellite. So the topic for today's lecture is going to be from space section, and we will cover this theme on how you should ideally prepare the space section. So in Amazonia 1 I will discuss what is going with the launch vehicle, the launch site, name of satellite, the nature, application and overall significance of this mission for India as well as the other country which is involved in the project. So first of all, let's dwell on the name. The name itself is a self-explanatory one. It is highlighting that this is a strong reason that this satellite is going to be linked with some South American nation. And yes, you guessed it right. Amazon forest, we all know the major part of which lies in Brazil. So this satellite has to do something with Brazil itself. So this is the major first ever Earth observation satellite which has been designed, assembled and tested in Brazil. Even though Brazil had plans to launch it all by itself, but now it has decided that it's a lot better that ISRO itself goes ahead with the mission. So it's a tie-up project. So in the launch vehicle, we all know ISRO has two powerhouses in its kitty. There is a PSLV and there is a GSLV. Now when I said that this is going to be an Earth observation satellite, so you could understand that the launch vehicle is going to be PSLV itself. So this satellite is expected to launch in August, and since it's just a 700 kg payload with the scientific instrument which they are sending for a high resolution with high resolution cameras, so it makes economic sense to send it through a PSLV because PSLV can carry up to 1 to 2 tons of the payloads, whereas GSLV is designed mainly for carrying heavy payloads such as the communication satellites. Okay, so you should be thorough with it. Exact carrier number we will highlight once the mission is launched, because due to Corona there is a possibility the launch date might be pushed even to September, but hopefully this is going to be first major mission of ISRO during the pandemic. Then coming to the launch side, we all know in ISRO's major spaceport is none other than SHAR. SHAR we had covered in our class lectures as well. It stands for Sriharikota High Altitude Range, which is also known as Satish Dhawan Space Center. So it is in Andhra Pradesh. So just go through the geographical location, why SHAR was selected as a seaport. You should be thorough with these themes. Now coming to the name of satellite, it's highlighted already. It's Amazonia 1, and you should go through the nomenclature after which it has been named. It has been named after the Amazon forest because that's what it is going to monitor. Then coming to the nature of satellite, that what exactly is going to be the broad nature of this particular payload, whether it's a navigation satellite, whether it will aid in direct communication, or it will just be an Earth observation satellite. So in this case, as I have already highlighted, you will say it's a remote sensing satellite or Earth observation satellite. So both terms could be good because it will monitor the major forests of Amazon to a remote distance without having a physical contact. So such technology, when you monitor objects and carry the resolution of through high-end cameras, this is known as the Earth observation or remote sensing technology. It will be placed in sun synchronous orbit, which is a specific polar orbit which passes through a particular location again and again because it has to pass through Amazon forest. And that's why you have to understand the remote sensing or Earth observation is the key theme which you should once again go through. Now application is going to be, it will collect regular data and monitor these forests, particularly the deforestation of Amazon, because there are widespread concerns that deforestation is accelerating in this region due to developmental activities, and we should assess the damage caused by. Because if you go back in last year, there were major forest fire in Amazon, and that time Brazil felt that it would have been a lot better, it would have a dedicated satellite to monitor this Earth rich biodiversity region. So in application, you could just select, it will just monitor the Amazon forest and the level of degradation. Coming to the overall significance of this mission, you have to understand it clearly highlights not only close ties between India and Brazil, you could use the word space diplomacy as well, because this heralds a formal diplomatic push, and it would be a significant milestone in the space diplomacy for India and Brazil. Even though Brazil and India have been cooperating in space project, it's one of the areas of cooperation where they share close ties. It goes back to 2004 when a formal agreement was signed that India's Earth observation satellite, ResourceSat, will give the data to Brazil and it will pay for it. And it was in 6th BRICS summit in 2014 that the Earth Station agreement was signed, and India will help Brazil in setting up its own Earth Station so that it could access and monitor the data of its own. And finally, this satellite was also proposed as part of it, and finally it's taking shape. So it shows that Brazilian scientists were trained with the help of ISRO, and now they are fully capable of designing their own Earth satellite. For Brazil, it's a major milestone. It's their first ever Earth observation satellite, and for India, it is one of the missions which shows that we are now cooperating. Because the moment we launched Mangalyaan mission in 2014, a lot of countries started taking PSLV, the work of ISRO, for as a higher reliable, you could say, launch vehicle for launching their payloads at low cost. So the competitive edge which the PSLV gets due to its low cost makes it a viable option for a lot of these countries which are also wanting their own dedicated satellites, or you could say the data for making socio-economic planning as well. So you could see that this mission is likely to will dominate headlines once it is formally launched, and ISRO would be back in action. Subsequently, because this year had to be a busy one for ISRO, but due to corona crisis, lot of major missions have been already postponed. But yes, it will cover up once the situation eases, and this will be the starting point. So once the mission is formally launched, I will once again brush up the important facts related to this mission on the State Civil Service Mentorship Group as well as the Telegram group of Vivek IAS Career Academy. But for the time being, you should be clear that what is the launch vehicle, what is the significance, why we are launching such mission, and what are the various nitty-gritties of it. Detailed article would be in the newspaper once the mission is formally launched. So I hope you have a broad idea what Amazonia 1 is all about. And all those who are appearing for PCS this year in 2020, there is another good news for them. Recently, the ex-servicemen attempts were increased. Now there is another good news that age for DSP has been increased to 32. Earlier it used to be 28. So you can make the best use of this opportunity in this pandemic so that you don't miss it. For more such updates, you can join our YouTube channel as well as Telegram channel. Those updates are available on these two groups. If you have any specific doubt regarding space or any other current affair, you are most welcome to just jot down your queries in the comment section. I will be more than happy to help you. I hope this session was useful. I will be back soon with another current affair session shortly. Thank you very much.